Welcome back. Living here in Southern California can make you a little bit of a wuss. Yeah, in the winters it only gets down into the 30s, and in the summers maybe 80 degrees, a lot of times in the 70s. As a matter of fact, when we moved here from upstate New York like 30 some years ago, yeah, the first winter I never even wore a jacket. It never seemed to get that cold to me. I don't like being too cold or too hot in the RV, and we've gone to a lot of extreme temperatures in Alaska and on the way to Florida. So anyway, today I'm going to do something about it. Yeah, the walls on these RVs, they don't have much insulation in them. It's about 1.5 inches of styrofoam. So yeah, that's not too bad, but it's not the best. And the cab over section up here, yeah, it doesn't have styrofoam at all. It just has some Reflectex in the roof section and the sides. So yeah, it gets pretty hot up there. Don't talk to me about the Mercedes cab section. There's no insulation in that. It's just like a car. The doors has no insulation. There's lots of glass that allow heat to come in and out. So anyway, I need to do something about it. I have been using a mover's blanket that I picked up at Harbor Freight. I just tucked it in over the overhead mattress and let it hang down. Yeah, that was okay, and it seemed to work, but it was a little too long at the bottom and looked kind of frumpy. And occasionally it would slip out from under the mattress if I didn't get it pushed all the way in. I think it's time for an upgrade. I want something that insulates and seals off that area better than a drape. My wife suggested using Velcro along the sides to secure it, and that could work, but I got another idea. Long story, but back in the day, I used snaps on my '67 MGB. Yeah, it was a rag top and British racing green. Pretty cool car. The snaps were super strong and durable, so that's what I'm going to try next. The moving blanket is pretty heavy, and the fabric might not be super strong, so anyway, I'm going to reinforce it with this tape that I got. I'm not totally sure how this will work, or well the plastic trim will hold the screws, but if I don't like it, I can always try something else. First thing we want to do is measure the opening. We'll go for 61. So I'll cut the extra material off so I don't have so much bulk to work with. The blanket is 80 inches by 72. 72 is okay for the width, but I only need about 61 inches for the length. Check out the temperatures and see how it is inside. Whoa, baby. Yeah, it's a little warmer in here. 95, up here it's 106, 102, and on the blanket, 91 on this side, down to 120 in the sun. Guess it's time to head back. Oh yeah. Wow, what a difference. All right, yeah, I made it. Okay, so down here the sun was shining, it's 85 on this side, so big improvement, boy. Yeah, so I think I like it. This is the cat's meow. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, may not win any decorator awards, but seems to be very functional, so I like it. I like to tell stories, but too much detail can detract from the story. However, for all you engineers and anyone interested in doing this project yourself, I'm adding a 1-minute clinic in order to show the details of what worked for me, what didn't work, and my lessons learned. After I cut the blanket to size, I added a few snaps to the scrap piece. Yeah, I can kind of see that this outside fabric on the blanket is pretty thin, so it's definitely going to need that backup material. So then I tried putting it through the old felt with the little backer thing here, and this seems to be a lot more secure. This repair stuff is really holding it on pretty well, so that's what I'm going to go with. Start at the top so the blanket can hang down naturally while you add the remaining snaps. It'll also give you a chance to verify the cut length is the correct size. I use a 107 thousandths diameter drill bit to make a pilot hole in the plastic trim for the first snap. Use a manual screwdriver to screw in the fastener. The trim is strong enough for the screw, but can strip out if you use a power screwdriver. However, for the screw in the bottom of the flip-up cushion, you'll need to drill into a metal frame. For that, you can use a power driver. I added the tape backing and then use a Sharpie to mark where I wanted the snap to go. This gives you a chance to smooth out the blanket and make sure the snap is in the exact right spot. You'll need to make an 1/8 of an inch diameter hole in the blanket for the stud and the snap. You can buy a hole punch, but I used a wood burning iron to do this. Burn a hole right through the blanket for that button snap. If it all looks good, first the snap will go into the fabric, then you place that right on top of the mandrel, so you can see the little brass fitting there. And this is the little clamp and a snap. It goes over it just like this. It goes on to swage it. Just hit it with a hammer. For along the bottom edge where I cut off, my wife removed the binding from the cut piece and sewed it on with her sewing machine. That came out nice. That's all there is to it. Let me know if you like the Minute Clinic in the comments below. Until then, this is Grandpa Ron, and I'll see you on the road. Okay, I guess I'll unsnap it and stow it. Whoa, man, it's hot out there. The snaps. Fold her up. Good to go.